Hi, it's Dr. Peter Payne here from the Live Center with the best ways to take care of your neck. Basically, we're going to show you how to stretch and mobilize your neck, which is a great thing to do, especially if you're having a lot of pain from working at a desk or sitting like this too much or a bad night of sleep. Really common to see a lot of tension and pain develop in the upper traps, upper part of the back, shoulders, and neck. So this is a way to fix that. And all you need for that is a ball. The lacrosse ball works really well. Sometimes a tennis ball, but usually a tennis ball would be a bit too soft. Crossball works well. A foam roller can work as well as a water bottle. Actually, I like the water bottle the best. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to try and work on any tension and trigger points that are in the back of the shoulder or upper back, neck, and shoulder. So we're going to take the lacrosse ball and we're going to put this lacrosse ball up on what's called the levator scap and trap muscle, and then we're going to go into the top of the neck. And we're going to take the lacrosse ball and get up against the wall. And we're going to locate kind of a painful spot on the trap or levator scap muscle. Try and bring your chest and back to the wall, and you're just going to kind of squeeze into that ball and just roll back and forth over that painful spot, and slowly bring your arm up and down to kind of friction across that painful spot. You may feel a bit of pain, not a lot of pain, but a little bit of pain. The more you do it, the more it's going to relax there. The next thing you're going to do is for the suboccipital muscles at the very top of the neck, just below the hairline, if you have a hairline. So we're going to put that right up against the upper part of the neck, and same thing. Keep the back flat against the wall, and just roll back and forth a bit to kind of massage out that area. When you do have those painful, tender spots, you can spend anywhere from 5 to 20 seconds on each spot, and then move on. So that's using a cross ball. The next thing is using a water bottle or foam roller here. So we're going to lay down on the ground, and the whole thing with the neck, the one thing we do see is that we lose the natural curve in the neck. There should be a curve backwards where we're positioned in a good way with the ears over the shoulders. As we work forward at a counter or at a desk, we lose that curve. So using something like a water bottle like this, or a Nalgene bottle, we're just going to lay back down, put that bottle just underneath the curve of the neck, center of the neck, and just relax there. And then slowly we can work on turning to the side and just nice and gentle back and forth movements, nice easy movements. Now, if you don't have a water bottle, you could try using a foam roller, but I think the foam roller for most people, depending how big you are, is probably a little bit too big. So using a water bottle, I think, is the best. Okay, that's simple. The next thing now we're going to do is some stretching. So we can do that standing or sitting. If we're sitting at a chair and a desk, we're going to be nice and tall, and we're just going to work through the full ranges of motion with the neck. We're going to work on rotation, so we're turning to the side as far as we can, holding for a bit, going both ways for a few seconds each direction, and then we're going to go into side bending. So we're just going to bring the ear towards the shoulder, hold for a bit, up, and to the other side, and up. Again, holding for a few seconds in each range, spending a few seconds in each one, and then going into flexion extension. So we're just slowly bringing the chin towards the chest as far as you can, holding for a bit, and coming back up, and then going into extension. So extension is where you want to be a little bit careful. If it is painful, you don't want to force it. So we're looking at arching the neck back, looking at the ceiling. One thing, now most of the time when people are arching the neck, there's very little smooth, even movement. Usually there's just 1 or 2 segments of the neck that are doing all the movement. So to help with that, we can put our hands behind the neck and just help to kind of assist that even, gentle flow of movement going upwards. So nice and slow into extension, nice and slow into rotation, side bending. One other tip I will tell people, if we do have a lot of tension in the shoulders that are resisting that movement, one thing I'll have them do is also hold on to the chair, or if you're standing up, holding on to the bottom of the counter, and then you can use your opposite hand to kind of assist and go through that, past that resistive spot. So that's another thing you can try, especially with side bending and then looking down as well. Okay, so those are the best ways to mobilize, stretch the neck, using a ball, foam roller, up against the wall, on the ground, and then sitting up or standing up, going through the full ranges of motion. So try that. The key here is to try and do a little bit of that every single day to prevent that text neck or that forward-leaning posture and all that pain developing into the neck. So try that, give it a go, let us know how it feels.